check 1 2 3. Test 1 2. Welcoming everybody. Test 1 2. Test 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 test. Test 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 test. Test test dun 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 dun. Welcoming cousin Jody. Thank you for answering my what call? Dominoes? You trying to call Dominoes or what? I can Google it for you, the domino in your area. If you're looking for domino, I can help you. I can connect you to your nearest domino. No wonder there's something stuck in here. I'm working and scrolling. You're working. Please call Domino for me. Here's welcoming Rune. How's everybody's energy? Hard Knock Studio up in here too. Okay. The Avengers arriving or what? Avengers. Welcoming Janet. Beautiful this evening. Okay, you're doing beautiful. Never seen the full load. Oh, all my flutes? If you go to widescreen view on TikTok, you can see basically all the flute almost. Did you know the widescreen view? Not sure if you can see it. Welcoming Joanna Nelson. I need that background music. Just record it on screen. I mean, realistically, it's here. I've been waiting for you. I think you've been waiting for you. I've been waiting. What would I do without your smart mouth? Crawling me and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning. No kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? Oh, I'm on a magical mystery ride, and I'm so busy. I mean, I could bring all the flutes on the screen, all the flutes that I use. There's some flutes that I don't use because some flutes are not really relaxing to hear, you know? Something was stuck in this. I'm doing good. Just hang out with Brother Tinny Lou and many spiritual leaders on the panels. Owl and water. And a little bit of crickets. Welcoming Chloe, Dana, Chris, Lurin. Thank you. Thank you, Brown Zoon. Egyptian flute. I've been using this a lot more. People have been loving the Egyptian scale, the Hijaz, Arabian, but it is not the Ney. And we're not talking about the Ney, okay? The Ney. The Ney. You know what the Ney. Watch me. You know, watch me wait. Watch me Ney. Watch me wait. I don't even use this one. Why is it? Just a little bit of flute. Yeah, just a little bit. just a little bit. Just a couple flutes. Just a couple. It's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ray. Happy birthday to you. Ooh. Happy birthday to you. It's a little fire in there. I've been thinking where I should put the flute. If people want to see them on screen a little bit more. You know, maybe the background too clean. It's like maybe I want it a little bit messier. There. You need a stand like for swords. No, because it takes too much space. With this, well, the thing is I do have a stand like that, and it did not fulfill my fluting needs. Here, I'll show you. I literally have that. So my smaller flutes. I know. Go. My smaller flutes go here. The whole rack is a flute. It's an instrument on its own. Okay. The whole rack is literally an instrument, which I think I'll put on the left side here. As they say, to the left, to the left. Everything, every flute on the rack is in the box to the left. And here is the gigantic flutes. The Great Wall of Mystic Village. Hello, my name is Thanettaout. I'm actually right here. The great Welcome to the live stream. My name is Thanettaout. I hope you enjoy my flutes. Have a good night. I have a little bit of flutes. Just a couple flutes. Onlyflutes.com. Just do flutes. The flute is in the bio. She said, crouching guru hidden flutes. I told you, just a little bit of flute. So I think this is a more appropriate setup because there's another rack being sent right now. There's literally another rack coming. Because a lot of these are beginner flutes. That got me here, you know. So, if what you're doing works, keep working on it. I mean, you don't want to tell you. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's tools. I'm not, you know, it's tools. Yeah, every flute has its own characteristics, and more expensive flute. I'm not here to buy the most expensive ones. I just want, it's just the more each wood, right? The piece of wood or plastic has an energy that is in the flute that I'm trying to share with you. That has a healing property. Like, I'm not just buying random flutes. Like, there's a reason why each flute, what it heals, why it heals, high pitch, low pitch, drone flutes, triple drones, and the journey we can go on with the flutes. Yeah. Like for example, like a 3D printed flute compared to a wooden flute has a different energy. I can't afford a certain flute, but I can get so for $100 I have access to a drone flute compared to I cannot afford 300 in the beginning. So as I slowly progress, and if I'm meant to do flutes, well, so I'm already getting a triple drone, 1, 2, 3 in 3D printed version, and I'm ordering from Peru straight from Peru, a bamboo version that is more affordable, which is still like $150. So the wood energy is different than 3D printed. Welcome, my brother. So each flute to me has an emotion. Thank you. This one there's like a sadness and hopefulness. When you hear this, you feel it's relaxing, but it helps to soothe your heart. But there's a sadness to it too, which helps you to soothe your sadness, because when you can match the sadness, it leads to love. Because at the end of the day, it leads to your heart. Because when you can sit with how you feel, you can also let go of what doesn't serve you. But sometimes you're sad and you don't want to sit with it and face it, but the flute helps. Right. And then getting a wooden version that is a drone is another level, which again is not cheap. So that's why this is my first one. How many bamboo flutes do I have? Tons, because bamboo is the most affordable one other than 3D printed plastic. Because bamboo is already a tube. You don't have to process it much other than age the bamboo so that it's hardened and then drill a hole. That's it. Or you don't even drill the hole. You use a fire rod like a piece of iron and you just poke the hole through it precisely. Which is why a lot of ancient Japanese flutes, they're all aged bamboo root, which I don't have. I have the cheaper version. This, not the bamboo root, but the bamboo stem that is aged and thicker bamboo, and they just store it for a long time. So flute maker continue to like transfer everything they own to the next generation, which is a beautiful thing. Imagine some piece of wood is like aged like 80 years to make a flute. Some bamboos age that long, and that's why they cost so much, because it's like a lifetime of devotion passed down from generation to generation. Same thing with singing bowls. Some singing bowls are century old, centuries. Sound is to the listeners. Price doesn't create sound, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely... I mean, getting the flute is one thing. Whether it's cheap or expensive, you have a good technique, you can make a cheap flute sound very expensive. And that's basically what I'm doing. I'm getting a bunch of like super affordable everything and creating love, making love. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's more about inspiration for me. Right? I just follow what inspires me. We follow, and the more I follow what inspires me, the more I'm happier. But of course, we have to have a balance. Like, for example, I'm not going out and investing in something I cannot afford and have no balance. And this is why I'm finding ways to source flutes from Goodwill. Right? Like, it's amazing if you just spend the time to source things and respect them, respect the tools, respect the ancestors. But of course, you have to practice connecting from the heart. Just like getting this loop station It's very difficult to use, but over time you learn how to do a lot. I played many violin strings, bass. Yeah. This is why feeling matters so much when we're an artist. They don't know how much it costs. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. If you make it and they feel value, that's what matters. Now, is it made from love? That's up to the person to decide. When it's music, you can feel the artist, you can feel the intention, but some people are not looking for love. Some people are looking for, we're up all night, we come too far to give up. We're up all night to get some. I'm up all night to get some. I'm up all night. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky. We come too far. Welcoming Adrian, Xian. When I first started photography, I had a point and shoot camera. And with that point and shoot, it can take incredible photos. Incredible. Like, what's possible with the telephone now is incredible compared to what we had 30 years ago. But in 30 years, technology could advance so much that this is an incredible piece of, technology. And so sometimes we have access to amazing things but don't realize it. Right? So this is why we have to be grateful for what we have. Like before all these flutes, I started with one flute. Before all these singing bowls, I started with one and I appreciated. And as we respect the art form, we learn how to use the tools. Right? Before all this stuff, I learned to use this tool. How to connect with myself, how to love myself, how to connect with people, how to use the TikTok, how to grow on TikTok. It's all a unique place. How to grow on Twitch. It's all unique. Thank you, by the way, brother Rio Genre. Thank you so much for your 30 months of subs. It's hard to figure out. It wants you to grind, hungry, stay consistent with your type of content. This is why it needs you to have a plan, right? So if somebody is basically creating an algorithm that leads to the company saving money and making money, right? They're spending a lot of resources on us live streaming right now. They have to stream it. Costs money. And so you have to understand, you have to play the game a little bit. Many people, we can create a live stream and people don't show up. And so we have to see why don't people show up, how to use the algorithm. When is a good time to stream? What kind of content do you want to create? What's interesting? When we do meditative sounds, it's very popular in the evening time. Right? So right around 11 o'clock to midnight, welcoming Angela, meditation sounds are a lot more popular because people are going to sleep in your time zone. Right? You have to see the app TikTok, what dominates. United people in UK, people in the US use it a ton. Right? And so you have to see, is this a good time to live stream meditation music? Is this a good time to engage and talk to people? Right. You have to look down to the detail. Is school open or closed? The people who come to your stream, are they father and mothers? If school's open, the mother and father are on the same schedule as the children. On Friday, are there football games in middle school and high school? Which means there's going to be a lot less people on TikTok, mothers and their children, a lot less volume of people. Is there politics going on? Is there a debate happening? Is there a holiday season that make people up and down? Right. People will go away for a while. They will remember you. Oh yeah, I haven't been here for a week. And then they will look for the meditation music or a spiritual community because, and so that has to teach you something. So simply paying attention helps you, but it's not like the absolute. Just these observations are just clues on how to operate better, and you're just always making an adjustment. Sometimes I want to do some flute music, but people want to talk about some real things in life. And sometimes I want to talk about some real things in life, but people need flute music. Yeah, sometimes you like to be funny. And sometimes people don't want such serious talk, We just want more ASMR. I have to be willing to try everything to see what people need, because if I'm not effective at what I'm doing, why the hell would people be here? Sometimes your viewership goes up, but they don't stay long, right? Viewers go up, but the people who stay inspired to come, that's the real ones, right? Sometimes your viewers go up, but they're just coming to check you out, but not for long. And so you have to be able to pay attention to, are you doing something that's creating long-lasting connection, or are you just eating chili peppers to get a couple galaxies? You seen the people do the NPC, right? Comes and goes. But my goal is to be here on the long run and last. What must I do to... You had a busy day. How long have you been online? Not too... 35 minutes online. But I was hanging out with Brother Tinny a little bit. Every time it gets quiet, every time spiritual community becomes quiet, like whenever people leave for a while, stress usually builds up, because spiritual community holds people accountable for peace and meditation. Right? Because the world's not going to remind you to meditate, and sometimes you're so busy, you're not making time to love yourself. And nobody reminds you, and so your kids learn from you. But it's healthy, you know. Yeah. No, I just come on to stream to talk to you a little bit because it's community. You know, a lot of people are learning, are grounding here. And to just remind you of the practice. A lot of politicking has been happening. And so, a lot of reasons to think a lot, forget to go outside and enjoy the amazing weather. Football season, college football, NFL, all this affects society and humanity. More noise. Right. Where there's sports, there's oftentimes a beer or two, and carbs, and all these things that may. And sometimes you spend the whole day doing things that are entertaining, but we forgot to develop purpose. So when I'm here, my purpose, like to me, this is like I'm just showing up because I feel I enjoy streaming. I enjoy sound healing. I love the flutes. I love peace and positivity and helping people feel that too. Took some advice though. Started the day off small, 10-minute meditation. I remember when I first started daily meditation, it was 3 days. I committed to meditation for 3 days, and after 3 days, I felt great. And naturally, I stopped doing it. And recently, I've been eating a lot less, which is great because it's learning to fast. Learning to use the food but don't be attached to overeating, which is a very hard lesson for society nowadays because the food is designed to be addictive and to eat more, so maybe difficult. I'm not perfect at all, but I'm trying, you know. I listen and do things and forget where phone is because of my headphones. Just found the phone and wow, the chat has been not too much. Not too much. I had to work on my consistency. That's the one thing that many people lack is called discipline. I was in a panel earlier, and one of the reasons why, as a teacher, many people don't create a following or growing is because of the lack of emotional discipline. We have to learn to be patient. A lot of teachers don't have patience. We don't practice. We say we have compassion, but we don't exercise and practice it. And so some people don't realize they don't have the greatest energy. They're trying to help people, but their energy is hurting people without them realizing it. Which is fine. It's fine until you realize it's like, hey, look, how can you help people if you don't have good energy? Like, that's basics, right? I was just talking to a brother at the park. We had the same story. Like, we used to show up to a drum circle. A drum leader yelled at people for talking while she's speaking. Instead of learning to be a good leader and have patience, she yelled at people, "Be quiet, I'm talking." Right? Can I just get a little respect? It's like, whoa. When you have to command respect by saying that, it's because it's not true within. Right? Now, there's sometimes to command it, but it's not just one time that this person, it's like for a whole year. It was still, I committed to being with this person for about a year, and she just kept yelling at people at the wrong time. It was a very bad energy. we both eventually left her because her energy was bad, and then she got angry because we left. Like, if you don't have good energy and you're trying to heal people, why would they want to be around you? Because you're keeping it real? You know, whatever you want to say, sometimes you have the free will to keep it real. But if what you're doing is not growing, sometimes you don't see the sign. Why are people leaving you? You know, takes a lot of practice. Yeah, for sure. And so this is why I'm very selective of who I collaborate with. I'm extremely picky of who I let into, like, who I engage with. If I'm aware that somebody has bad energy and nobody's addressing it, I'm not even going to be around that. Because why? If the leader is not going to address it, that means there is no leader. It's just it's a food fight. It's a chaotic energy. And when the energy is chaotic, it's called disharmony. When there's disharmony, there's no healing going on. It's teaching you. The reason we're not healing is because of disharmony. And so I just follow harmonious energy, and I learn from disharmony. Of course, it's very difficult sometimes to address it because spiritual leaders make a lot of sacrifice, but you gotta still check your ego and be humble, because the ego will always creep in. And sometimes people love you too much, they don't tell you the truth. This is why one of the biggest key to helping people is to check your own ego. Check yourself. Are you grounded? And you can see the people around you. When the people around you, when their life is improving, but when they keep being sad around you, because healing, it improves people's life. If they're constantly sad around you, are they healing? Like today, right? Sister Jane reported no more tremors from her Parkinson. To me, that's normal nowadays, because when you do amazing work, miracles are always happening, but I'm not here to share it with people all the time. It's like, I already know, like, whatever sickness you got, the universe, with devotion, you're going to heal it. But some people don't have that unmoving faith. But as we spend time with people who have deep devotion and faith, miracles become a regular thing in the community. Some people find a girlfriend or boyfriend. That is of quality. That's a miracle. Right? Some people find a great job. That's another miracle. Healing the physical is a big, it's like healing what people think is like health. Like healing people's depression. Faith in yourself and faith in love. Faith in like imagine you would like to experience healing, but you don't even believe in it because you doubt. Well, the only way for healing to happen is just to know that it's already happening, but don't expect it. Feel the healing before it happens, but don't expect it. Which is very tricky, because you believe in your heart, but your mind knows you're still sick, but your heart knows the healing is happening. So there's this thing called the paradox happening. Mind knows there's this harmony, but the heart breaks through the mind. This is why you need spiritual community who helps you accountable until you learn to believe in yourself. Do you believe in yourself? Hear the people calling you a witch doctor. No, because I learned from my master. I don't do it. The Buddha does it. The holy things do it. Me, I'm just bald guy doing the best that he can, you know? Teamwork. How do I let go of doubt? Be more in the present moment and focus on the life that you want rather than what you don't want. Right? Basic law of attraction. If you keep focusing on doubt, that's what you get. Well, if you don't like doubt, focus on something else. Thank you for my life. Gratitude is better than doubt. Hope. Right? Have a vision for the things you do want. Positivity. Do you think the Buddha? It's all an archetype. But human beings we make things difficult, so that's why we have to use the words like the Buddha nature, Christ consciousness, God, the light, the divine, the sacred. It's all the same. But saying this can be very... This could be a threat for people who are religious, because why? It breaks down the walls that block them from being united with all people. And that's when we cue the people that call you the witch doctor. Charlatan. Charlatan. Ooh, is that a new car coming out? The Cadillac Charlatan. And so healing is about it's a placebo effect that is deep. The scientists call it placebo. It's so cute how science try to label placebo. Right? But that's called faith. They believe in healing, so it actually happened. Scientists just go and label it placebo. Right? And the opposite is called the nocebo. When you believe it can't happen, you actually block it from happening. Right? When you just doubt that you're actually going to heal, you actually get what you asked for, the nocebo. But if you believe the sugar pill will heal something, and it does, why? Because the brain dissolved doubt, fear, because some sugar pill enabled you to believe. Imagine you could do that with everything. But that's not a profitable thing, because it crosses the line of pharmaceuticals and religiosity. Right? Pharmaceuticals don't make money, religion don't make money. When you just heal people like that. For real, doctors ain't making no money. The pharmacists, the nurses don't make money. We just up here meditating, connected to the earth, vibrational music, binaural beats going off. Right. But you have to be very good at it and consistent. Because when one person heals, 2 will heal. And from 2, 4 will heal. From 4, 8 will heal. From 8, 16 will heal. But when the number gets very high, you have to have a good team and stay under the radar. When I say under the radar, a lot of people don't know how to stay under the radar. And so what happens? You become a threat. Some people don't know how to play the game, use the system. And then when they get silenced, what happens? I warned them. You have to learn how to use your life. If you don't learn how to use the system, right? You have to see who's in control. Why did Rick Simpson get banned from the US for healing people for free using plant medicine? But of course, they cannot silence everybody. And that's the thing, we're becoming more healed as a humanity. We're becoming more united as a humanity. We're becoming more educated as a humanity. Because if we're not learning in school, eventually we have to study something. And many people are studying spirituality now because they didn't pay attention in like school. But for whatever reason, they'll study spirituality. They'll study the ley lines. They'll study herbalists. They'll study things that like they're really interested in, and it's not algebra. Now, some people study algebra. It's fine, right? It works for some people, but for some people it doesn't. And there's a place for those people to study something, right? We need doctors. We also need shamans and mystics. We need sound healers. We need musicians. We need people to play the cello and people to play the flute. We need vacations. We need retreats. Right? And there's politics, and then there's oneness. That is exciting. Oneness is very exciting because we're all looking for it, but there's a lot of cost to unite humanity. Oftentimes there is no funding for oneness. Because when you unite people, it gets rid of politics, it gets rid of divisive religion, it gets rid of corruption. It will try to get in, right? So when we practice oneness, we destroy a lot of ego because we all just want to be happy together simply. Which people can turn into a good business. That's when it becomes corrupted quite easily. You introduce money. Isn't that kind of right? When you introduce money into a system, it makes the ego get involved. Right? Like I said, many people, like you can turn your tithing into a tax write-off. Whatever you give to a donation, there's a tax write-off. You get reduced tax. Right? So all the giving that we do, there's strings attached now. So instead of just pure giving nowadays, when people give massive amounts of money, there's a tax write-off too. But of course, we don't even know where the money goes sometimes. So there's a lot of layers to impurity, right? Because whenever you practice purity, you start to see how it just the system that wants to control you, it tries to get its fingers in everything, even in spirituality and religiosity. And so the goal of purity is very difficult, and people may not understand, like, why don't you just practice energy exchange? Because that's called conditional love. When you just help people, it's called unconditional love. And that's kind of it's becoming a lost art, but there's still some real ones out there, like my own teacher, who just helps people because why? They found a way to do it. A way, when you believe in a way will be made. But many people will just settle for spiritual business. And so miracles may not be happening in their community, but we'll just follow the bullet points of religiosity, spirituality, and politics, because it's a good fundraising, to say the talking points. It's good fundraising. But the whole time, is it operating from love? We just identify as a compassionate group. But to practice compassion purely, only you know if it's true. But again, some bald guy online. Just some dude online. Because right now, politics is kicking up. And this kind of talk, the talk of unity, is not good for politics, but it's good for happiness and humanity. Right? Because while people are like talking bad about each other, we're like, how can we love each other? There they go again. How can we love our damn selves, everybody? Like, what can we do to actually find something we do agree on? How can we respectfully, kindly disagree with each other? You know what I mean? It's all distraction from unity, yeah. And so, while the smoke screen is happening, are you going to stay committed to peace and love? I see the cycles of stress in people's life because I live stream a lot. I already see, okay, they're gonna go have a stressful time for about a week. They'll come back with stress. They'll thank me for being here. And I go, welcome to the Mystic Village. How do you feel? Do you need a flute today to relax? It's okay to remember the basics. Stop, breathe, and relax. Remember to be with your breath. Life is in the present moment. Sometimes we're just in our head with a momentum of unhappiness. You can stop that momentum and be more in the present moment. Relax your facial muscles. But sometimes the smoke screen is bigger. A whole month of Christmas. Thanksgiving is a whole week. Gratitude. New Year's is another week. And then the vibration goes down the third week of January. No more dopamine from the Christmas lights. No more gifts. No more New Year's sale. You got a gym membership already. You ain't trying to go. They already made money from you. Yeah. Oh. Thank you for the kind word. Thank you, Brother Streets, Sister Sassy Mom, Michelle Stone. What kind of flute y'all want to hear today? Let's see here. What kind of flute y'all like? Just a little flute, not too much. Just a little bit. My favorite one. Native American, Japanese flute, Indian flute. So mainly everybody likes meditative flutes, because if I start playing non-meditative flutes, people instantly get turned off because, it's not relaxing. Right. But sometimes it's appropriate because the energy is low. So at the top of the screen, there is a poll going on. Currently, the most popular flute is the triple drone E. The owl. So the phoenix and the owl is very popular. Of course, the low B vibration. Petition for ocarina for the hook. What hook? My vote is that one. Okay, let's just try it. How about we do some rain in the background? Oh, you just knew about the high. You just knew about the widescreen option. I'm glitching out. What about this one? Looks like Egyptian flute has won, so we'll switch to the Egyptian. The bassier one or the higher pitch one? The Jesus flute or the more hypnotic flute? Bass. Can I hear the Jesus flute? 1 minute in a poll, so we can be cute. This is the Jesus. The gypsy. Warmer. Welcoming Sister Beautiful Sunflower. I decided to give things away for free that I'd usually sell. Shout out to you, willing to give. Sometimes we've been given so much already. It's time to give back, you know. How are we doing out there? Got the rain vibes, widescreen magic, the secret widescreen. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Just a little magic, just a little bit. Of course, there's other things if it's appropriate. Jellyfish, if needed. But I'm trying to just find a way to connect with it, you know, keep it genuine the best I can, but still have fun. Because what really brings people here is the host, the experience, the connection. James says, you've helped me decide. I'm going to face some fears and return to my birth town this month. That sounds like a big statement. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to return to my birth town and make things right. That's like a pilgrimage happening. I'm returning to my birth town. Closes, be careful. When I go to Thailand, I just go and watch my relatives. Just observe how they live their life. Humble people, but they do like to drink and eat. Humble, but love to indulge for sure. They drink and eat very well, to be honest. And so, health's not the greatest, but happiness is high. Happiness very high. And they have a lot of faith, you know. I talked a big talk about making things better back where I came from. A lot of unnecessary things I've attached to the place over the years, been avoiding it heavily. You're healing family and healing your roots. It really heals a lot of you. Like forgiving the people at the beginning. Like sometimes we hold on to negative things since we were kids. And it's really bad things that don't serve us. So let go and you can heal like our sister Jane. She said she forgive. She let go of what doesn't serve her. And at 80 years old, to stop your hand from shaking from Parkinson's is a miracle. Some people quit smoking the crystal. Some people are able to shake self-doubt and learn it. I think that might be one of the harder things to do. Be more positive. Right? It's so simple, positivity. But to like live a life that is positive can be very difficult when you're used to being negative. It's a spiritual melody. So, in our communities, healing I'm used to it. Sometimes you talk to your mother who you don't talk to. Sometimes your grandma calls you to apologize. Sometimes you apologize to yourself for being unkind to you. All types of amazing miracles happening in life. For sure. She's proud of it, She's definitely proud of that because she definitely did the work. She's an 80-year-old lady who goes every Sunday to meditate with us. Hot, cold, rain or shine. And a miracle happened for her. But I already knew it was about to happen. Why? Because the universe tells you, watch her. It's happening. And I'm like, where is she getting all this energy from? Because when you heal yourself, your aura changes. When you don't heal yourself and you identify as a healer, your aura is very heavy and you don't know it. Right. But when you start to connect with your heart space and heal, you can feel there's a lightness happening. A light and delight. Very pleasant to be around. Very calm, loving, genuine, authentic. Yeah, she has been a seeker all her life, so I'm just grateful because can you see or read auras? Me, I cannot do it. Only the Buddha and the universe does it. Gotta hold on to that light because others want to take it away. What I believe, it's all you. You're the one that take away your own light. It's your ego, your doubt, fear, and worry. that takes it away. People can come be negative around me. Not my problem. Their negative energy has nothing to do with me. Sometimes I pick it up, I put it down. If I hold it too long, it burns. But the ego sometimes hold on. So I have to check my ego all the time because I'm dealing with a ton of people all the time. So when you're helping people on a constant basis, you're used to letting go, because sometimes the people you want to help are negative towards you, not realizing they are negative, and that's okay. So I learned to let go easy, because if I help a lot of people and I carry a lot of baggage, I become sick. A lot of healers are sick because they don't have discipline in letting go, and those people I do not collaborate with. I don't collaborate with people who don't even have the basic of letting go consistently. How are you going to heal people if you cannot let go? That's right. This is why I'm very peculiar who I get involved with as leaders, because I'm not here to play around and act spiritual. I'm not here to be cute with you. We're here to help people genuinely, with devotion, with focus, and sometimes be cute. Okay, let's be real. Okay, sometimes be cute, but that should not be the primary. It should be like number 3. Being cute, we don't lead with that. We lead with the heart. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you gotta be cute because it's fun. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's just me though, you know, everyone's different. I like to have fun, but I don't lead with fun, I lead with faith. I lead with devotion, with discipline. But because we're so disciplined all the time, we have to be willing to break it too. Right? Because when you practice spirituality like a rock, it's very unrelatable. That's why many people ask if I'm a monk whenever I sit still for a long time. Is he AI? They ask. Remember, people ask a lot, are you AI? Because it's not normal that somebody's speaking so calmly and still. So they don't know how to address it, and so they call you AI. Which is, hilarious, you know. I don't mind. Practicing is learning. Practicing is putting the learning into action. So it's action-based learning with improvement. So it's not, it's practicing what you have learned and improving the things you have learned. Because you can practice and don't improve. You just keep doing the same thing. But it's like when I first started meditating, I could not do half lotus. Right? Like I could not sit like this when I first started. But now you have to push, right? As we continue to improve ourselves, we naturally learn to push the boundary of what's possible if we don't get too comfortable. Now you don't have to push the boundary. You can just stay in a safe space. You can stay comfortable. Just keep things easy. Stay in the comfort zone. Don't grow. That's called growing pain. Ow. My leg. And so many people love comfort. That's why they don't keep developing and growing. Why? Sometimes when you grow, people don't like it. But it's part of the process. Right? Sometimes for the tree to grow better, you have to trim the top so it can grow bigger or a different way. Sometimes it's like when I first started live streaming, I stream on Facebook for like 5 to 10 people. I liked it, so I continued to develop, which led me to Twitch. What are you not getting, Lucy? Again, like you don't have to listen to me, brothers and sisters. You can practice whatever you want. But if you're seeing my energy and you're inspired, the beautiful part is that you're focusing. It's free, like you don't lose, like I'm not charging anything. Right? Like you don't have to listen. And it's free, so you don't really lose anything. But when you're inspired, it's like energy, you're always sitting. What do you mean? My body is sitting. My true self is greater than what the mind can see. It's greater than what my own mind can see. But sometimes we become attached to our mind. Are you willing to let go of the mind? You make this stuff up on the fly. Absolutely. I make it up from the heart. But it's not about making stuff up. It's about results. If what I'm saying doesn't work, do you think people are gonna be here to chill? Hell no, they would go somewhere else. They don't have to pay $22.22. It's also free. So you don't really lose anything. People can just go to another stream. But why are they here? I'm wondering the same thing. Why are they here? I'm just some bald guy on here giving free everything, playing the flutes for people, streaming all the time. Why don't they go to $22.22 card reading instead? Why don't they go to a full private reading for $111? I don't know either. They're choosing to hang out here. James says, you kicked my butt up and down mode. Whoa. I would never do that. If this wasn't a healthy, loving space, I wouldn't keep coming back, but do I know? I don't know either. I just do my best. And apparently something works enough for people to hang out here and it's peaceful here. Worm Food says because we are conduits for message for each other. Some of us are trying to help each other. Yeah, well, the thing is, I realize people come to the stream and criticize. You know why? Because I listen to it. I'll talk to you, criticize me lovingly. Even the religious people, I'll lovingly hear, repent for your sins. And I'm like, oh, hello, welcome, Christian. Welcome, brother. Christian brother and sister. You know, but of course but if it's very negative, we have better boundary now. Just 1 5-minute timeout, that's all. They criticize because they need someone to listen to? No. They criticize because they love what they're doing, and they think that telling people to love their damn self, people will just do it. For example, if I just tell y'all need to love your damn self. Right? See, if you don't do it, your life will be very bad. Ew. That's not how you guide people, that's not how you inspire people. Right? Love your damn self. Like, ooh. It's the same thing. I get it. They come with loving intention, saying, repent for your sins. But it's like, that's not really that inspiring. Right? So it takes time to say, hey, what's up? Welcoming brothers and sisters, Debbie, Chloe, Worm Food, Troll Face is here. You think you have to lose, and they think they are correct. Do I think I have the solution? I just know that I'm happy. And I'm sharing with people how I achieve it. And so when people come to judge me, it doesn't really matter because I'm happy with who I am. They can judge me all they want. And I'm aware it's not easy because many people have beliefs about happiness. But whenever what you believe in has a practical action, like stop, breathe, relax. When you're stressed out, stop, breathe, relax. Like, it actually works. Stop and breathing actually works. Word. And it's free. You don't have to pay $22 for a mini reading. Practicing gratitude makes you feel a lot better. Thank you so much for my life that I woke up today. Oh, it works? You can actually practice that. You don't have to believe anything. You just have to say, okay, is it true? Let me try. Thank you so much for this singing bowl because the vibrations are beautiful. Thank you for my breath, allowing me to be in the present moment. I just make happiness easy for me, but slowly you gain more wisdom because when you're present, you pay more attention. When you pay attention, you start learning a lot more from your life than when you don't pay attention. That's basically common wisdom. Paying attention helps you improve your life. Is it true? Well, we can try paying attention in life. It works, right? It's that simple. Wait, what's the same breath that my God? What's up with see here. Paying attention is better than paying $9.99. Yeah, I'm not even sure. Do you do a day job? No, this is my job. This teaching people meditation, mindfulness, and happiness with practice is my job, which is why I'm here right now. I full-time serve humanity. Yeah, that's why I'm happy. That's why I'm constantly happy, because I realize helping people feel peace and love as your job, but of course it's difficult, because a lot of people will come and look down on you, criticize you, and not really help. And that's okay, because many people think they know the answer, but they won't do the leadership work. They won't live stream and try mentoring people. I wish they would, because then there would be more people serving humanity, you know? That's it. Instead of just, okay, now it's me and you, right? If you feel you have the key, get on live. Start something. It's like sometimes they criticize you for live streaming, but they won't do it. Why? It's easier to complain. That's it. Action speaks louder than the words. That's why when I see y'all take action, your life's changing because you took action. Waffle says, I keep getting a mail about my neighbors asking me to become a Christian. Like, what the heck? I respect it. If you're in America, that's what, that's the culture here. That's the religion here. And I respect it. Because there's many great, amazing religious people. That's it. It works. Until it doesn't. I appreciate you, she says, Jelani. You helped save my life. I'll support. Always support you. You believed in yourself. You love your damn self. I'm just here. When you have been helped, you help other people. And you will go on and help other people. And they will go on and help other people. And we all get to help each other. When we find deep joy, we can help guide each other to deep joy. But if you don't feel deep joy within yourself, it's hard to successfully mentor and guide people towards deep joy. And so, we have to keep maintaining our happiness and pay attention to what makes us happy and unhappy. But with teamwork, the world's good. We take care of each other instead of waiting for somebody to take care of us. The system, the grassroots is right here. On a day-to-day basis. This is the community, the Sangha, the spiritual community that supports each other genuinely. Even the people that come to criticize, it's okay because look at the amount of healing happening. I will keep going. We all will keep going the best we can, even when there's adversity. Every teacher, every student, everyone has adversity in life. Because we used to be our own, I used to get in the way of myself. Doubt, fear. So now when doubt and fear arrives in front of me, I just see, I used to not believe in all this crap. I used to doubt myself, my mother, the people around me. But now I believe in me. I remember the time I used to doubt others. I remember a time I used to doubt myself. Sometimes the words are more harsh, which is fine. Words are harsh because the mind calls it harsh. And so things may be harsh to the mind, but at the end of the day, we can let go of the heaviness of the words like hate. But many people in the community may not have the skill yet, and that's why we have the muting button. And we can block people who are disrespectful repetitively. Just one time. If they're disrespectful, we give them one chance. After that, we just block or mute. Or block, yeah. Because recently I start to realize when we have good energy, sometimes people come. There's just been a bit more frequency of disrespectful religious people coming to the stream. Instead of respectful, we could deal with respectful religious people, but it's not even about, it's about respect and disrespect. It doesn't matter if you're religious or not. If you're disrespectful, it's coming from a place of negativity, and that's not really good for humanity or our community. So we have some compassion, but online people are more a-hole sometimes because there's not that much consequences to being an a-hole online. Right? It's just easy. And so instead, I'm just gonna decide to be a little bit more firm with boundaries because I want people to feel welcome here. When we're having a good time, sometimes we have to address something. Instead of addressing it for too long, I'm just going to 5-minute mute, and if they continue to be disrespectful, then I just go ahead and block them, I'm saying this because I care that much. I want to help people who are close-minded too. They may see that I am close-minded also, but they can also start a live stream too and try to help open people's mind. You know what I mean? But instead, it's convenient to go and just make cute comments and making a comment isn't really a great foundation for growth. But creating a community and consistency is. Right. What kind of flute? Let me see here. I'm overstaying, but I'm kind of enjoying it, so I don't mind it. Live and meeting live is what I think, yeah. In real life, many people are a lot. I've never had somebody approach me and tell me repent for your sins, ever in my life, only online. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not, they don't really treat people like that, but sometimes we get into that kind of habit online because there's not really repercussion or whatever. Right, I don't go up to people and yell at them, love your damn self. Unless we're having a dope conversation about spirituality and it's a beautiful thing that somebody noticed I'm just making stuff up. That's what they see. I'm making stuff up. Because when you learn it over and over, you remember it intuitively. You don't have to use this very much. It comes from here. It's hard to explain to people what that means. To on the spot, things just loving words just come out without thinking. And it helps people. It's not just, I'm not just blabbling on about something that doesn't lead to practical change. It's inspiration for you to take action, or it's a guidance to take action that I have done personally, or else I wouldn't tell y'all. I only share with people things with amazing results. Right. Is it no, it's not paused. Am I paused? So when I experience amazing results, I want to share with you what I've experienced. Someone, how dare you inspire us? Right? You only get that at seminars. Or Goalcast on YouTube. Right. I remember a time where I wish I had a life coach. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I cannot afford a life coach. But I can afford meditation. It's free. So I followed what was accessible. It's free. The life coach. I just do the best that I can, so if it helps you, I'm grateful. If it doesn't help you, I'm grateful there's other teachers. Right. Reiki healers, energy healers, nurses, doctors too, therapists, herbalists. people who make food, amazing food at restaurants from the heart, home cooked meals, people feeding the homeless too. There's, of course, the firemen, police officers, soldiers, all the difficult jobs that sometimes people look, disrespect nowadays. I think there's some things I would never want to do. Yeah. But sometimes to be protected from evil, you have to do some things that are uncomfortable. That's why we have jail. How are we going to get the people to jail? It's difficult. you want more flutes? Maybe one more. Thank you so much for all the blessings. Again, I'm ordering 4 more Egyptian flute. I have so many Native American. So there's 4 more Egyptian coming. 2 from Portugal, 2 from Peru. What else do you have? Thank you, Sister Christina. Native American flute, Japanese flute, Indian flute, Egyptian flute, Peruvian flutes. So many kind of flutes. Was hoping you do a guided meditation. We're doing a flute meditation right now. If you just follow the sound of the flute, high chance you fall asleep. If that's what you're trying to do. Welcome DJ Chef, yeah. The Egyptian flute you hear, this one is, actually I have 5 more Egyptian flutes coming. One I got lucky, I found on Goodwill auction for like $30. You know, and then 2 from Portugal, which is not cheap ones, and then 2 from Peru, which is also a decent price. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. We have 1 follower today. Let me see. Let me scroll up. May have missed it. Must have been a while ago. Or we just kind of talk a lot in here. What do you think of the nature effect? Sometimes it gets stuck for whatever reason, not sure why. Let's try an Indian flute. Something sweet sounding, like Lakshmi. Can you do jellyfish? We can do jellyfish. But we have to go to Bikini Bottom. Stream stuttering. Sometimes it stutters when we use effects, possibly. There's recordings on YouTube and Spotify. So the Spotify link is in the bio. YouTube link is in the bio too, if you want to look at that. But the live music has feeling that you can connect with now, which is why it's unique. Another sweet sounding Indian flute would be Ganesha, which is a bass flute that has a sweeter sound. Of course, in horizontal view you can see all of it. This flute right here. Of course, a flute this big takes a lot of air. Lots of breath control. Makes me sleepy because of... makes you not sleepy, but more lightheaded quickly because difficult to wield. Yeah, not all flutes are easy to... Thank you, Ali. Not all flutes are easy to operate, to say the least. Jellyfish jam. Wait, are the jellyfish stuck? Tanet. Oh wait, there goes. The jellyfish have unstuck themselves. You look like a samurai. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. The flute looked like a sword. Samurais who are off duty use the bamboo flute as a weapon. They're actually extremely dense, very hard bamboo. I could imagine it inflicting quite a damage. Like, it, yeah. A little geisha for you. Petty Guardian asks, sorry if you answer this a lot, I'm new. How did you learn to play so many types of flutes? Practice. I just love the sound. I love it. When I hear this flute, I can feel the sensei, the geisha, the samurai, the Zen garden, the waterfall, the tea, the nature, the bonsai. I see the crane flying. I see the freshness of the air. I see the stones at the temple. Some flutes are easy to pick up and use. Some are very difficult. Like this flute right here was very difficult to just pick up and play because it's so soft. Right? Like this is my ASMR, right? So the volume's turned up without reverb. So there's a flow that's happening. To maintain that flow requires so much air and it's so little volume, so you have to get the flute close to the microphone. And if you get too close, your breath work is in there. So if your breath work is sloppy, everyone hears it. Of course, you can do many things, and this very dense flute, hard bamboo. And I'm thinking of adding some decor, like making this look a lot more appropriate, because right now it's very, maybe some dark green wrappings to make this match the geisha vibe, you know? Not so feminine, but not so masculine. I think green is very earthy, like a jade green wrapped, you know. The Japanese flutes are very difficult. They require tons of practice. I recently just reset up, so this is a lot harder too. It's easy to begin, but to make it sound good, it's difficult. So I mean, I wouldn't even say it's easy to begin. Everything is difficult about the shakuhachi. If you're not confident, they're gonna hear it right away. You'd have no confidence. If you got no feeling, they can feel you got no feeling, because it requires you to surrender to the flute. And the flute starts off soft but can be very loud, so you have to be aware of how close you get to the mic. I'm very tired, I cannot play this flute. It's a lot of air. So towards the end of the night, I like to torture myself by playing this flute. If I pick this up and it's nighttime, like, I just like difficulty. And so when I'm very tired, I just like to do difficult stuff for whatever reason. And because it teaches you to be better when you're not tired. So towards the last hour, for whatever reason, my heart goes, why don't you play the really difficult one to play right now? And I go, but you're about to pass out right now. And then I pick it up. I like to do calculus when I'm tired. For real. That's different. There's a technique called spitting the watermelon, but you don't. With this one, you want to be gentle with that, or else it picks up on that right there. So playing in a meditation hall or some place that has natural reverb makes all these flutes so dreamy. It feels like you're in a cave, but you're playing music in a cathedral or a temple that has good reverb is dope, like super dope. Very, 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 very dope. It is past my time. I have to go to the temple all day tomorrow. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, that's why when you see people playing the handpan, they always play it in some cathedral in Eastern Europe or wherever. Because that's amazing. If you can have access to a cathedral and play an instrument in there, damn, son. Welcoming Sister Joy. Yeah, thank you for all the blessings. Thank you for being here. Thank you for 6 months of subbing. Thornberry-san, L3 Music. Thank you for all the loving support. And that's why I constantly look to develop myself, improve myself. More flutes, more art, more of this kind of stuff, you know. If it's appropriate, which sometimes can be hard to digest, you know. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I hope you have a good night, Sister Joy. Chloe, 3 ohms to wrap it up. One love. Breathing in. Om. Breathing in. Om. Breathing in. Om. And I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night. Hopefully you have good energy. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, Barbara, Chloe, Joy, Kata. See you soon, Angela, James, Rocklar. The end. The end, the end, the end. SNL, thank you so much.